Attention, Thing Arena 2 gamers. Voiceover Pete needs our help. But not in the way that you're probably thinking. I think that Voiceover Pete is in a very rough position right now that could lead to his eventual swift downfall, and it has nothing to do with Fiverr firing him. For those of you who aren't familiar with Voiceover Pete or what's been happening over the past few days, I will give you a very short synopsis. Voiceover Pete has achieved his meteoric rise to meme stardom by being commissioned on Fiverr for videos like this.
Attention, calling all epic Fortnite gamers. It's time to rise and grind. John Wick is in grave danger. Our friend is trapped in Dusty Divot, surrounded by fake defaults with no shields or weaponry. And the only one who can help is you to save him. What he needs is your credit card number, the 3 numbers on the back, as well as the expiration month and date. Be swift, gamers. You got to do it. The circle is closing and John Wick needs your assistance fast so that he can acquire that bread, nay on those noobs, and achieve another sick W. Yeah!
So obviously Voiceover Pete is just extremely talented at what he does, and people decided to commission him with these meme-type videos, and it blew up because why wouldn't it? It's hilarious. But apparently Fiverr took this whole credit card information meme very seriously and decided to terminate Voiceover Pete's account permanently.
What the?
And since then, it got a lot of attention from people who had commissioned Voiceover Pete for voiceover work like Grandayy, and even people like Pewdiepie who just saw the injustice in front of them and had to do something about it. And Voiceover Pete created a YouTube channel on Monday, November 5th, and since then, he has already gotten 250,000 subscribers. Correction, he actually created the channel on November 5th, 2011, but his statistics only started showing up on Social Blade on November 5th, 2018. And since then, he's also created a Patreon where people can support him and commission him for voiceover work, and he's got 474 patrons that are donating $9,000 a month. And I know what you guys are thinking. You titled this video The Sad Truth of Voiceover Pete, but it sounds like he's absolutely killing it right now, and he is. I'm so happy to see Voiceover Pete have all this success. I think he's really talented, and he deserves everything he's achieved up until this point. But the problem is, the meme is dying. Like, as Voiceover Pete rises to meteoric fame, being featured on Pew News and stuff, the attention Fortnite gamers, I need your credit card information meme is getting stale. And this is not at all Voiceover Pete's fault in any way. He's just riding the wave, probably enjoying it in the process, and I do think there's plenty left to milk out of this meme, but I think the main problem is going to arise from the amount of people that are commissioning him for voiceover work over on his Patreon. He currently has 476 patrons on Patreon, and 178 of those people are just donating $1 a month to support Pete. But the rest of them are people commissioning him for voiceover work, and I'm going to guess the vast majority of those commissions are for attention gamers, I need your credit card information memes. And my fear is that this amazing person, Voiceover Pete, is going to be bogged down by all of these commissions and will be forced to continue to create epic gamer memes as the meme approaches its inevitable demise. And I definitely think that Voiceover Pete has enough talent to break through this sort of thing, but my only fear is that we as fans trying to support Voiceover Pete will actually pigeonhole him into performing a specific meme for too long that he actually fades into irrelevancy. And yeah, maybe I'm blowing this situation out of proportion or just being paranoid, but I've really grown to love this guy over the past couple weeks. Seeing him react to getting terminated by Fiverr and react to his segment on Pew News, he's just so likable and adorable and charismatic. I only want to see good things happen to him. So my only suggestion is that if you're going to commission Voiceover Pete over on Patreon, try and come up with a new, creative, fresh idea for him to cover that he will most likely excel at, just so we can see him not have to suffer the same fate of so many overnight successes. Because it seems like every time we see a meteoric rise like this, the end comes just as quickly, and I don't want to see that happen to Voiceover Pete. So attention, epic gamers. Voiceover Pete needs your help. We do not want to see him die with the epic gamer meme. All we need is your donations to his Patreon with a fresh, creative idea for him to cover. This voice actor needs to live on past the death of this meme, and you can help.